day is no more prone to plane crashes than any other. In fact, the overall rate of fatal crashes on Friday the 13th is lower than the average of all days. But on October 13th, 1972, was not a great day to fly. The same day, the turboprop plane carrying the rugby team went down in the Andes. A much larger flight crashed near Moscow's Sheremetyevo airport in Russia, according to the ASN. The Ilyushin 62 airplane was carrying 164 passengers and 10 crew members from Paris to Moscow, with a stop in Leningrad. As the plane approached the airport, it flew into the ground at an airspeed of 385 miles per hour. Everyone on board was killed.
Jeez.
Number 10, Tupac Shakur dies. I didn't realize it was Friday the 13th.
I don't know.
Friday, September 13th, 1996 was a tragic day for hip-hop when rapper Tupac Shakur died.
Tupac?
Tupac Shakur died of gunshot injuries in a Las Vegas hospital. Shakur, God damn it, David. Shakur had been injured on September 7th in a still unsolved drive-by shooting and died from those injuries on Friday the 13th.
You think having that kind of a period of time, just depending on where he got shot, I guess, if you got that much time from the time he's shot to the time he actually dies, I think a little more could have been
done,
thought about at least.
Yeah. A Master of Suspense turns 100. Alfred Hitchcock was born on August 13th, 1899, a Sunday. That's 2 days off from it. Okay,
slow down.
I won't start over.
Slow down.
That's 2 days off of a perfect horror movie myth, Kismet. But never fear, the famous filmmaker would have turned 100 on August 13th, 1999, which was, you guessed it, a Friday. Freak Blizzard hits Buffalo for number 12. It is what it is. I mean, it's a blizzard. Number 13. I get 22 inches of snow is what they got.
Okay.
All right. Didn't Buffalo just get like a crazy ass snowstorm this year too?
Yes. Yeah. A couple of people died.
Number 13. A cruise ship capsizes. On January 13th, 2012, a peaceful Friday of cruising off the Tuscan coast turned chaotic. That's too many C's. As the Costa Concordia cruise ship, what's with all the C's, struck a reef off the Isle del Giglio and began to tilt. How would you say it? Giglio?
I don't know.
Giglio.
Is that the one where the captain jumped ship and left everyone?
I think so. Basically, they were evacuated by lifeboat. The ship came to rest on its side in shallow waters. Survivors were airlifted ashore by helicopters. 32 people died in the wreck. Damn. A massive salvage operation took 19 hours to raise the ship from the reef where it had come to rest. The captain of the ship, Francesco Schettino, was arrested for multiple manslaughter. Really? Multiple manslaughter and for abandoning the ship instead of directing.
He legit just fled.
I mean, kind of, wouldn't you, though? Wouldn't you be like,
no.
You'd be like, I'm out.
Well, he was obviously off course to begin with, or he wouldn't have crashed into a reef.
Oh, man.
I mean, their courses are pretty well charted out.
So basically, he was just like, yeah, I know a shortcut.
Let's go this way.
He was like, I know a shortcut, guys.
And reef, tip over, kill people. I'm going to jump off and swim.
We'll get to Islo del Giglio early if we take this. Trust me.
Yeah,
that's what happened there.
Well, not Isle de Gigolo.
Gigolo. I like that. I like that.
All right. Before we go on any further, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back in a little under 1 minute. You're listening to Into the Other Side Paranormal Talk Radio. Stay tuned.
Hey everyone, it's David from Soapy Inc. and Into the Other Side Paranormal Talk Radio, and I'm here to tell you about an awesome program from iHeartRadio called Show Your Stripes. What's Show Your Stripes? It's a program geared towards spreading awareness around the issue of returning veterans who are unemployed, and it encourages businesses to hire these highly trained and skilled individuals who deserve a shot at a normal life. Where can you find out more about this? Simply by going to iHeartRadio.com/showyourstripes or showyourstripes.org to find valuable resources from the most trusted sources and a customized user experience for veterans, businesses, and supporters. If you are or know of a veteran in need of employment or would like to know what you can do to support the cause, I urge you to check out showyourstripes.org for more information. Hire smart, hire vets. Powered by military.com and monster.com.
All right, we're back. And if you're just tuning in, you're listening to Into the Other Side Paranormal Talk Radio, and it is our Friday the 13th special. All right, the next thing I have is from USA Today, and it's basically another rehash of everything we've talked about so far, so I'm just going to read the bold parts.
Yeah, sounds good.
It's going to take me about 10 seconds. Okay. The first bullet point here, fear of the day, talking about Friday the 13th. This is Friday the 13th, what you need to know. Fear of the day is likely rooted in Christianity, like we talked about, because Jesus was crucified on a Friday, and the whole Last Supper thing and all that fun stuff. Second bullet point here, the superstition's origins are mysterious, because nobody really knows what's going on with it. Fear of the day itself has an official name, which is that weird, long thing that I'm not going to say.
Phryxtotrichophobia?
Yeah. Let's see. You're not more likely to make a trip to the hospital. Yep. I think this might be a different study. Let's see. A 2011 German study published in the World Journal of Surgery explored whether there is a link between Friday the 13th and an increase of blood loss and the frequency of emergency room visits on those days. Researchers reviewed 3,281 days at a hospital facility that included 15 Friday the 13ths. They found no correlation. So, and the last one here is a bonus fact. 13 is Taylor Swift's lucky number.
Really?
Yes. Quote, I was born on the 13th. I turned 13 on Friday the 13th. I said Friday.
Friday?
Did you?
Friday?
My Fayette County just came all out right there.
And what are you going to do this Friday?
I turned 13 on Friday the 13th. My first album went gold in 13 weeks. My first #1 song had a 13-second intro.
I sold my soul to get this record deal.
Oh, wait a minute. The performer was even sued in 2014 by the clothing brand Lucky 13 for selling t-shirts on her online store with the phrase Lucky 13 on them.
Huh.
Yep. You know what, though? I bet she probably won that.
Yeah, I'm saying.
All right, that's what I got.
All right, this is things that should not be done on Friday the 13th and a brief, snippet of whatever and who what's. But, needleworking. I knew an old lady who, if she had nearly completed a piece of needlework on a Thursday, would put it aside unfinished and set a few stitches in her next undertaking, that she might not be obligated either to begin the new task on Friday or to remain idle for a day. Harvesting. My father once decided to start harvest on a Friday, and men went out on the Thursday evening and unpaid cut along the side of the first field with their scythes in order to dodge the malign fates which a Friday start would begin. They work for free. Screw that. We're just going to go on Friday, dude. Laying the keel of or launching a ship. So you shouldn't, whatever laying a keel is. Beginning a sea voyage, which we are going over. Beginning of journey. Giving birth, getting married, recovering from illness. If you've been ill, don't get up for the first time on a Friday. Okay. Hearing news. If you hear anything new on a Friday, it gives you another wrinkle in your face and adds a year to your age. Moving. Don't move on Friday or you won't stay there very long. Starting a new job. Servants who go into their situations on Friday never go to stay. 1923 quote, I guess. Notwithstanding the prejudice against sailing on a Friday, most of the pleasure boats... What? make their first voyage for the season on a Good Friday. This old-timey stuff is stupid. And there's a ton of other reading stuff, which I'm not going to do because it doesn't look that interesting. But, yeah, that's about it.
Okay. Well, that's sad because I only have one thing left. This is going to be probably the shortest show since we actually had a limit.
Yeah, that's true. We did go over the limit, though. Almost. Yeah, we're there. We're getting there.
In about 5 minutes.
Yeah, we got
All right, I'm going to throw in our last commercial here.
It's a bonus show. You can't expect
I muted the microphone on accident. So, taking a break now to add a little bit extra time. A little bit over a minute before I mute the mic. Now we can send it to commercial.
There we go.
Stay tuned.
Do you believe in time travel?
Whatever I please.
What if I told you I found a way to reach back into the past?
I got an idea.
Our world consists of countless portals that allow us to bridge time and space, each a doorway to a unique past. Loyalty is the only code, so I assembled my inner circle to join me. Chris Musgrove,
Do it again.
Ashley Leckie,
Guys, are you kidding me?
and Rebecca Kirschbaum.
You can't make deals with things that aren't human.
Using a device we call Pandora, it will be our compass as we travel back to the past by creating ripples in time.
Look out, though.
It's time to see what the history books got right. This is Resident Undead.
All right, we're back. Listen at it go. Thank you. Okay.
Awesome, man.
This thing has sound effects. I just found that out. So anyway, we're back with our last little ditty here. I'm going to go through this pretty quick, and then we'll talk about some things if we need to, and then we'll call it a night. Short show, but that's okay. Everybody's got to get up early tomorrow. So, let's see here from... what happened? What's going on here? What are you doing? My iPad broke. What the heck?
There you go.
There we go. Okay, now we're cooking. From Time.com, 13 things to know about Friday the 13th. And it says, read this list while you cross your fingers and hold your breath. Think I can get through all 13 in one breath?
Maybe crossing your fingers.
I don't think so. Don't step on any sidewalk cracks. Walk under any mirrors. What? Walk under any mirrors. That's what it says. Walk under any mirrors or encounter any black cats because it's Friday the 13th, the unluckiest day of the year. Here are 13 things to know about why the day is considered so ominous. Number 1. Some superstitions about Friday the 13th are rooted in the guest list of the Last Supper, which of course we've talked about multiple times. Judas was the 13th guest at the table, and Jesus was crucified on a Friday. Number 2, on Friday the 13th in 1307, thousands of Knights Templar were arrested on order from King Philip.
Doggy.
Oh, wait. From King Philip IV of France. It's an IV. Okay. Because of suspicions that their secret initiation rituals made them enemies of the faith. After years of torture, they were burned at the stake. That's kind of harsh. Dan Brown's novel, The Da Vinci Code, popularized the link between the Knights Templar and Friday the 13th. Number 3, Friday was considered an unlucky day as early as the 14th century. Geoffrey Chaucer wrote in the Canterbury Tales that on a Friday fell all this mischance. Number 4, the first specific written reference to Friday the 13th was an unlucky day was in an early 20th century novel by Thomas W. Lawson called Friday the 13th. Ironically, a ship named after Lawson was caught in a storm and shipwrecked on the night of Friday the 13th, 1907. Yeah. Number 5, not all cultures believe Friday the 13th is unlucky. In Greek and Hispanic cultures, Tuesday the 13th is considered far more ominous. In Italy, Friday the 17th is spooky